because you see some of them that aren't in that good a physical shape.
I can't even remember my dad's name now.
But those big dudes throw those stones just right. It's either a real big dude or a real tiny dude, built like Donnie.
Yeah, well, now Donnie's built. Donnie's. I don't know if you've seen Donnie's abs. Donnie's got a 6-pack. Actually, he's got an 8-pack.
Donnie and I haven't been swimming in quite some time.
No, but you remember last summer when he was he brought his weed eater out and cut down the stuff on the north side of the studio.
Yeah.
Yeah. He had a tank top on. He kind of wiped his face with his tank top, and I just happened to catch his abdomen there, and I was like, God dang, he's freaking packed.
Man, thank you for giving us a little glimpse of bromance you there. That was very
well.
endearing.
I mean, it's not really bromance. It just I happen to notice,
Noticed and admire.
Right. I mean, if somebody's if some guy's got them 1978 coach's shorts on. The stretchy ones that came way up your legs.
High-waisted.
Yeah, high-waisted. Got the snaps.
Polyester.
Yep.
Didn't they have like 2 or 3 buttons on them too?
Two on the waistline, yep. In a zipper, yep. But frequently, because my testicles tend to hang lower.
You can't wear those shorts?
No, my balls would hang out one leg. And so
hey, you know what I was thinking about though, dude? Okay, when we grew up, every coach in America wore those shorts that you're into.
You damn right they did.
And like in my junior high, they were royal blue. They were real bright. Okay, at some point in time, a coach took a job at a high school or a middle school or somewhere and decided, oh, hell no, I'm going to buck it. I'm not wearing the coach's shorts. And that stopped. Yeah. I want to know who that individual was that changed history.
Well, I first off, they went from those shorts. I think they're made by Bike.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Those shorts, it went from those to about halfway down the thigh. And then from there, it went further down.
Below the knee.
Bit. Yep. And then it came back up. But yeah, those coaches' shorts were pretty cool. My point with bringing those coaches' shorts up was that I have no idea what the hell I was talking about before I brought those coaches' shorts up. So
you took me down a rabbit hole because I'm sitting here.
I didn't brought you back up to the surface because, number one, if I can't think of what the hell I was talking about, I know you can't breathe. So bring you back up to the surface.
Well, I'm sitting here getting more and more medicated as this episode goes along, and you're talking about these shorts, and I'm like, dude, I bet I can get on Amazon and I can get them in every color that they make. So if I had red ones, I could wear them at Christmas. If I had,
yeah, you can wear one of those T-shirts with the different color collars and little sleeve
then
things.
If I had green ones, I could wear them at St. Patrick's Day.
And a coach's whistle. Got to have a whistle.
Well, yeah. Did your coach wear it around his neck or did you wind it up on his hand?
Well, that depended on the coach. Football coach, our head coach, had his on his hand. Everybody else had him around their neck because he was the one that blew the whistle the most. But like our offensive line coach and all that mess, it was around the neck.
Okay, then when you were in like classroom studies during the day, were those coaches, were they in charge of PE, of physical education?
No.
Oh, dude, the coaches at our school were in charge of PE, and then they would always go, okay, I bet kids can't even play this anymore. Dodgeball. We'd play dodgeball. And, dude, I was quick, so I would always be one of the last kids out on that team. But the problem was the coaches on the other team, they were sending heaters at you, son. I mean, and this one coach had a fake like no others. And he'd fake that ball, and I'd jump off the ground because he'd act like he was going to throw it low. And then, man, he'd send a heater in there about 70 miles an hour and take your feet out from underneath you. You didn't get up acting like you got hurt, because if you were hurt, he knew it, man. He was going to make a bitch out of you in front of everybody.
My coach was my principal.
Oh, so he's in a suit and tie during the day.
Yeah. He just
come 3:15. He puts those nut huggers on. He starts coaching.
Tweet. On the line. Does on the line.
Oh, man.
That's what.
Well, back to what you were saying about people going crazy, man. It's good that you guys are holding up well.
We are. The only thing I fear is leaving and bringing back something, or because my son's up here, kind of hanging around as
at
well.
the house?
So yeah, he came in because he doesn't have any work now either. They're all
I bet.
Anyways, so he goes to the store about every day, and every time he goes to the store, I'm thinking, oh, he doesn't bring back
power
anything.
washing when he comes home.
Yeah, hope he doesn't bring anything. So I trust him.
It's crazy, like, to think about that. Like, if I were to leave my house right now, I would have to be so conscious of everything I touch and everything I do. And I mean, God, dude. And I get it, man. There's a lot of people that are like, hey, it's just like a bad strain of the flu. Well, that's cool if that's what it ends up for you, But you've got an incubation period there that you have this virus and you don't have any symptoms.
Yeah,
you're still
you don't
contagious.
know it for 14 days.
Yeah, and you're still contagious. So while you're running around not adhering to the shelter in place order, you're exposing all these people. They could, maybe you don't see any old people out, but they could take it home to an old person, and that person could die.
Yep.
Like, it's not worth having that on your conscience, man. I mean,
no. So if I have any friends out there who are doing this, stop, please.
Yeah, or we can't be friends no more. Like, I mean,
well, I'm not going to go that far, but I am going to say, people out there do not want to know what it feels like to kill somebody. You just don't want to know.
Well, and the horrible thing about saying that, and you're right, nobody wants that on their conscience. Nobody wants to deal with that.
But if you infect your mom or your dad or your mother-in-law or father-in-law or grandma or grandpa, and they pass away, man, that's on your conscience. That's on your brain. And it'll be on your brain every single day till you die. What
people have to understand is by taking some precautions, you can prevent that.
Absolutely.
It's like I told you on the phone the other day. We've never lived in a time ever, none of us, that our actions could affect negatively somebody else's life or kill them like we are right now.
Exactly. I saw a meme, and I sent this to you earlier, and I found it funny just because it was kind of funny. But the meme said, whoever said one person can't change the world never ate an uncooked bat.
Yeah. Think about that, man.
Yeah.
Think about what one person did, how it affected the world.
Affected Michael Jackson. You wanted to change the world? No, you didn't come close, man. Ozzy Osbourne came a hell of a lot closer than you because he bit the head off one. They just didn't have the coronavirus at the time.
Some poor sap in Wuhan meat market.
Yep, it did.
That's crazy.
And,
Donnie, how's Donnie holding up? Donnie, you all good?
Donnie's healthy?
Yeah, I'm all right. I'm doing good.
But your wife and kids have not left the house at all.
No. We've been staying pretty within the proximity. If there's anything that needs to get done, I'll go out to the shed, come down to this time. We're just passing the time. Of course, gotta appease that, but yeah, we're holding up. We're holding up real good.
I gotta appease that.
He has to appease that work.
That's a Donnieism right there, man. I mean,
Donnie did, but people might make fun of Donnie. Donnie's smart, son.
Well, that's the thing, man. There's a lot of people that have listened to this show, and they have a certain, I don't know, preconceived notion about maybe the two of us until we start talking and getting into stuff. And that's one thing. Going back to the Tiger King, people don't need to assume when they watch that everybody in Oklahoma is like that, because we're not. But
Donnie was saying that that Tiger King character looked an awful lot like Todd Orndorff from the Toddcast.
Well, I wasn't going to bring that up.
I mean, almost just a mere. It's crazy. It's crazy.
Is he as crazy as that cat dude?
Catmandu? Who?
The cat dude?
The cat dude. Oh, Joe.
Joe, yeah.
Joe Exotic. Yeah.
Do you see Todd as Todd Exotic?
Yeah. You could say that.
Oh, now I'm never going to be able to get a Marco from Todd ever again, and like in my head, not go to him having a mullet, a bleach blonde mullet, and a Fu Manchu.
Yeah,
dude, that thing. I'm telling you, I said it last episode, but that docuseries caught on fire, man. I mean, you said you finished it, didn't you?
Yeah, we finished it.
Is that not the craziest shit you've ever seen in your life?
Well, first off, I think there's a whole lot worse stuff done that the feds never pinned him on. And
Say
second,
it ain't so.
and second, Carole killed her husband.
Oh, man. Carole's going to be lucky when this is all said and done if they don't open that case back up and put her in prison. Like, there's some shade. Carole Baskin is a shady character, man. I should follow her on YouTube just to see what she is.
That's like following PETA. Who follows PETA?
That's the other weird deal is, of all those people that she's so mad about having those cats, she had them in, like, the smallest confinement of any of them.
Yeah.
All their little area at her place were tiny when these other dudes had all the land in the world.
And apparently they're still building that park down by the state line.
Oh, it's going to live on?
I guess.
Dude, we got to go. Well, was I not kidding you, though? Every character that they introduce along the way is just crazier than the ones before them.
Well, yeah, you got to be. First off, if you're gonna marry a guy who's a big cat trainer, and he's professed that he's gay, if you're not gay, why are you going to stick around and suck a dick?
11 years?
Is it so you can pet a cat? Is that a little ironic? Isn't it, though?
Oh, I never thought about it like that. You're right.
You got to suck a dick to touch the pussy?
Yeah. What kind of sick game is this?
I don't know, but Joe had it right, I guess.
Dude, was that footage of the campaign manager sitting there? Spoiler alert, if you guys haven't watched it, you may want to check out for a few seconds. But with that campaign manager sitting there and his second husband comes in and puts that one in a Ruger pistol at his head.
Yeah. Yeah, he was like, this thing won't fire. It's a
It
Ruger.
doesn't fire without a magazine.
Well, it won't fire without a clip in it.
And that dude's, I mean, you see the muzzle flash and then that dude's reaction.
Dude's
and you're like,
chin just dropped.
oh, he just watched that dude put a bullet in his skull.
Man, his chin dropped like a brand new GMC tailgate. I mean,
Instantly went into shock. Instantly, dude.
That guy introduced himself and was like, I was Fox campaign manager for the past 1.5 years, and it was the worst time of my life.
I've seen a dude twice in the parking lot of the Walmart neighborhood market up the street that looks just like that dude. I'm like, that might be the campaign manager right there.
Here's another. And hear me out on this. Is it Jeff, the guy that?
Yeah, Jeff Lowe.
Yeah, spoiler. But man, what if this whole documentary advertisement for that new exotic animal park out there?
It wouldn't surprise me at this point.
Whoa. Conspiracy theorists unite.
This was just the biggest commercial ever produced.
A huge ploy.
My head just went.
Bam! Yeah, right? Well, and here's the crazy thing. I started watching it for the second time this evening before we started recording, and I completely forgot in the beginning of this all started because an investigative reporter was getting the nitty-gritty on some snake deal. I forgot the guy that actually made it was part of this whole thing.
Yeah.
I forgot he even existed. And here's a question I have. What are those badges that they wear? What is that about?
Or here's the other part, okay? So you own this animal park, right? And here's another spoiler alert. You know what? People, if you haven't seen this show, turn off the podcast, go
watch
binge watch the show, and then come back to the podcast, because here's another spoiler. Chick works for you, comes in, volunteers, works for you for years and years and years. Arm gets ripped off by a tiger. Who shows up? Joe in an EMS jacket. He had to have taken off his leather fringy jacket,
yeah,
and put on the EMS jacket before he got there to fix her up.
Well, the first time I watched it, I noticed he has like a uniform shirt on with some patches on the shoulder and a badge every now and then. I'm like, that's weird. But okay, back in the 80s, I could see guys doing that in like Duran Duran. But during the show, I keep noticing that when I'm watching it tonight, his husband, the jack-o'-lantern guy, there's a scene of him, and
Shiner calls him jack-o'-lantern guy because he could floss with rope.
There's a scene of him, and he's in regular clothes, but he's got that badge clipped to his belt. Like, what are the badges, man? How do you get one, and what do they mean?
I don't know. That turned Donnie off of his chair. Just like, I think he shut